Okay, so first we have our copper here. This was left overnight due to a time crunch. Most except the magnesium were. We had a bit of a time issue. So, yeah, copper, no reactions whatsoever. It's still just a piece of copper metal. No plating, no nothing. No precipitate. And yeah. Next up, we have our aluminum. This one initially showed no reaction, but when it got left overnight, it plated and formed a slight copper precipitate. I'm not sure if you can see that, but...
Oh yes, it can be clearly seen.
Yeah, so, yeah, we have a bit of a copper precipitate. So, yeah. Then we have our magnesium.
Which was only left in for 15 minutes.
Yeah, this one was the one that we actually got out. This one, it actually plated itself in copper, corroded the copper, and then formed what I think is a sulfate precipitate, since it doesn't look like any copper precipitate I've seen. So, yeah, this one was our most reactive. This
For the time allotted.
Yeah, this as soon as it was put in, it just started to bubble and foam and froth.
And it was the only one that changed temperature.
Yeah. Next up, we have our and then we have our tin.
Oh, that's tight.
This one initially showed a bit of a cloudiness. It didn't seem too big at first, but now after being left overnight, it has completely plated itself in copper, and there is no precipitate because it pulled all the copper out and just sort of bound it to itself. Next we have our lead. This was our second least reactive. This one, it just sort of turned cloudy and a bit of... It didn't bubble, it didn't do anything aside from that, it just got cloudy. And as you can see, it's a lighter color than it was when we started. So this is our second least reactive. It reacted a little bit, but for the most part, no big reaction whatsoever. Next we have our iron. This one, it was our third most reactive. It formed a copper precipitate, it rusted, which I think is from it binding with the sulfate, and
the solution turned a bit green.
Yes, the solution turned green and cloudy from it. So, yeah. Then we have our zinc. Our zinc. This one was our second most reactive. This one got left overnight and it's done this.
It's precipitated, rusted, and formed an oxide.
Yeah. That's what forming an oxide is, David.
Oh.
Rusting. It completely drew everything out of the solution and put it somewhere into this precipitate. So yeah, this is it.